What is going on, guys? Welcome to a new video. So apologies then for the lack of videos in the last few days. I've just been stupidly crazy busy over the last few days, really just making sure that I'm tying up all the loose ends before I start closing things down then for Christmas. So today is Friday then, which is like the cutoff point before deliveries will start arriving after Christmas. So I'm just making sure there's no loose ends, because what I tend to do is shut all my stores down from this point onwards and then open them up in that first week of January. So I take the best part of 2 weeks off pretty much, just to kind of take a step back, refresh my mind, and come up with a plan then of what I want to do in the year to come. So anyway, you've seen the title of the video. Today is another product research video. The last product research video I did then got really good feedback. I think it got something like 65 likes, which is just completely unreal. Especially for this channel, we usually average somewhere between 20 and 30. So a massive thank you to you guys then. Everybody watched the video, or it's pretty much supported the channel then for this year. To say we're approaching nearly 2,000 subs is just completely crazy. So thank you very much to you guys. So today then I'm going to be showing you 3 completely new research methods, or strategies if you like, that I've never shown you guys before. They're completely new, and ultimately then I want to help you guys find those winning products for the new year. So that being said, thank you for tuning in, and let's get straight into it. What is going on then, guys, and welcome to my computer. So let's jump straight into this then, and the first method or strategy that I want to show you guys then is using this website here. So this is a website called exchangemarketplace.com, and basically what it is then is it's a place for people to sell their Shopify stores. Now this is actually a really powerful method to find winning products, because essentially what we're doing is we're going to be looking at stores that are for sale, where people are quite clearly, as you can see, declaring the kind of numbers that they're doing. So this particular store here at the very top then, what you can do is, I'll show you in a minute in the video, but you can actually go onto their store, see what their best sellers are, and then there's immediate proof there. When it comes to product research then, the easiest way to find a winning product is to actually find evidence that it's a winning product, and actual proof that that product is selling well. And this is stone cold evidence then. If you can actually find a product that you know 100% as a fact that is selling really well, then there's absolutely no reason why you can't go and sell that very same product and sell it well as well and make money. So this website then, before we actually jump into an example, I just want to show you the kind of filters at the top that you have. The first one being this business type, because you can actually filter by print on demand stores. So whether you are actually in the market for a store, or you just want to find certain products that are either printed or drop shipped. I talk about drop shipping a lot on this channel, so we're going to use that as an example. And then you can also filter by obviously what their selling price is. But what I like to do is choose the revenue, because we want the big stores that are doing the big numbers, and then that way we're going to make sure that we're essentially finding products that have big potential as well. So if we just go ahead and click 15,000 plus revenue per month. Now what this is going to do then is it's going to give us all the stores according to those filters. But as you can see, this second one down is a private listing, and what that essentially means is they're not going to give you your store URL. So if we just click on this, if we look up here, as you can see, it says URL hidden. Now, sometimes there will be details about the certain niche, but what we want is we want a listing that actually gives us the URL, and then that way we can actually go into their store, filter by best selling products, and then we'll see immediately then. So this first store then, it's not hidden. So we'll use this as an example. So average monthly revenue then is $127,000, which is pretty decent, and it gives us the URL here. So if we click on that and open it up, now what I just want to show you guys, because I think these guys did over 3 million in a year. They did. So if we go on their store then and look at their best selling products, the chances are some of these products then are going to be $1 million products that we can actually go ahead and find on AliExpress and start selling ourselves. We know these guys are drop shipping, so we should then in theory be able to find these products on AliExpress. So the first thing then that I want to point out about this store is just how simple and basic the actual layout and design is. As we saw then, they did over $3 million in revenue in the course of a year, which is like a pretty big amount, and just how basic their store design is. So I think a lot of people were guilty of overcomplicating things or trying to make their store look absolutely perfect. But this is actually a great example to show you guys, because there's nothing special, there's nothing unique. Anybody with like the basic sort of knowledge of Shopify could easily create a store as good as this, if not better. So anyway, that being said, going straight to their homepage, it actually tells us what their best sellers are. But just in case you haven't seen this technique before, what you can actually do on some Shopify stores is if you take this piece of URL here and just stick it on the end of like their home URL, then it will actually show you their best sellers in order as well. So what this has done then is it's sorted all their products in the best selling. So as we can see then, this is their very best selling t-shirt combination. So you're killing me smalls, and then he's smalls. We've got regional manager, assistant to the regional manager. Now my guess would be that these guys are print on demand because it's clothing, but just looking at these best-selling products, then the chances are like pretty much probably all of these products are six-figure products. What's great about this as well, or at least these designs, is because it's just text, they can't be trademarked either. So there's absolutely no problem with us actually going ahead and selling the very same products. So there's a couple of things then we can do to see if they're actually drop shipped or print on demand. The first thing is to look at their delivery, so shipping, returns, and FAQ. As soon as we know what our shipping time is, so please allow up to 10 days for your order to arrive at your doorstep. So the chances are then this is probably print on demand rather than actual drop shipped clothing. But say this was then, this is actually quite a bad example to show you if you wanted to find the products on AliExpress. So if we just take, let's take this one for example and just search for it on AliExpress and see what comes up. So was it retail manager? Retail manager t-shirts. These guys have got to have a great process, like they're going to have serious processes in place to deal with the returns on these, because essentially what somebody's doing is they're buying two pieces of clothing and the chances of both of those pieces actually fitting is probably quite slim. So the logistics and planning that probably goes into that site is going to be huge. So as we saw then, the products didn't actually come up on AliExpress. Now I'm not going to spend a crazy amount of time trying to find the actual product just because it'll probably take too long. So let's go back to Exchange and let me see if I can actually find a proper drop shipping store then that we can actually go ahead and start selling the same sort of products. I want to give you guys the best examples now because it is a product research video. It can get messy. Because there's no guarantees with product research. There's no way that you're always going to find that winning product on your first go. So onto this next one then. So 130,000 US dollars, and an average monthly revenue then of over 45 grand. Now one word of warning is to check what they do on a monthly basis and see how long they've been in business before, because ultimately then you want to find products that are sustainable. So let's open up this URL then. Luxury bracelets. So this is a good one to have a look at then, because the chances are we'll be able to find these exact same bracelets on AliExpress then. So let's go back, let's use this same method. Let's go straight to the best selling products. And as we can see, so I've seen some of these before on AliExpress for sure. I know for a fact we can source these same products. In fact, I used to sell this bracelet down here myself. So just to show you guys then, if we go over to AliExpress and put in something like crown bracelet maybe. Let's try that, crown bracelet. And as you can see then, in fact, this is the exact same one. So nearly 14,000 orders. So we know straight away then that this is a winning product. This actual store we know for a fact is selling them really well because it's in their best sellers. We've seen the kind of revenue and numbers they're turning over. Now, because to be honest with you guys, in terms of actual overall revenue, this store is quite small. So when we look at the best sellers, then because their revenue is only at 130,000 US dollars, we know that probably every single one of these products has the potential to do that much on its own. So what I'm trying to say then is that 130k might be made up of these first two bracelets and they've only sold say 2 or 3 of these other ones. So that is one thing you have to be careful of when you do come to actual stores to check out. Then obviously make sure you choose the ones with the highest amount of revenue. Another thing you can always do is actually just contact the seller and ask them what their best selling products are. Because they're selling the store, they'll have no problem with actually telling you that. So that's the first method then. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like on the video. And it kind of leads us into the next method that I want to show you guys. So in terms of finding bestsellers, so we found that bracelet, we can go into AliExpress, find the exact same products, and as you can see, the order numbers are really high, so that's a good sign, and it shows that people like the products and it's popular. But an even better way then to actually find those best-selling products on AliExpress is to search for something then that's called a VIP link. So if I just put this into the search bar and hit enter, what you'll see is a load of product listings, and some of them then won't even have product images. And this is actually a really powerful way of finding winning products, because essentially then every single one of these products is going to be a winning product. And the reason for that being then, because what's happening here then is there's a dropshipper like me and you who's buying hundreds of a particular item, and what they're doing is they've approached the supplier and they've said, hang on a second, I'm buying loads and loads of these products, so I want a preferential rate. I want you to sell it to me cheaper because I'm buying so many. And the supplier's turning around and saying, yep, that's absolutely fine, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a custom product listing that's going to be unique to you basically, and only you can buy it from that link. Now, of course, anybody can come onto this particular link here and buy it, this VIP only one, but because there's no product image and no product description, then essentially you don't know what you're buying, because there's no details of the actual product. So you'd be mad to actually go ahead and sell this to somebody. But because this has been specifically set up for a certain dropshipper, then they know exactly what they're buying and they know exactly what they're getting. So essentially what it does is it creates a unique relationship between dropshipper and supplier. And it's great for us because we can actually see what these products are and then start delving deeper into them. So for instance then, this unicorn toy here, if we filter by orders, in fact, let's go for the ones with the bigger numbers. So this unicorn toy is still coming up. Now I did actually feature unicorns in a previous niche video, so I know for a fact that they are trending now and they're really popular. But say you want actual evidence then that this particular product is selling well. If this isn't enough evidence for you, then there's a few other things you can do. So you can go to Google Trends then. Now I'm not going to go into crazy details because I've briefly gone over this in previous videos, so I don't want to bore you guys and show you guys the same content. So I'm just going to go over this quickly, but essentially what you can do then is if you go to Google Trends and just put in pretty much exactly what the product is. So it's a unicorn toy. We'll just hit enter. And as you can see, this line illustrates the popularity of this product. Now you can filter it to the different time, different time ranges and countries as well. So if you go worldwide, and if by the way guys, if you're not using Google Trends, I thoroughly recommend it because it is super powerful. It tells you exactly how popular that product is currently now. And it tells you the actual interest by region, so you know exactly what countries to go ahead and actually advertise that product in, and it gives you related queries down here. So we know by looking this as well that unicorn bracelets are trending right now as well. So that's another potential product we can start doing research into. The next kind of way of finding out whether a product is selling or not is on watchcount.com. And what this does is it's going to search all the products on eBay, and the products on AliExpress and eBay tend to be the same. So if we just go on again, just search unicorn toy. I'll wait for this to load up, try and find the exact one. Now it doesn't look as if we're going to find it. Let's go back to the product listing actually and see if, just get a bit more detail. So it's a unicorn plush toy. Again, it's not, that's, oh, here we go. So this looks like it looks very similar. So if we open that up, then it's going to take us to the actual eBay listing. And now what we want to look for is that actual evidence that people are buying this. So as we can see straight away, 150 sold, and that's more than the amount of watches it had. So that tells us then that people actually have a big enough interest in this product to actually buy it. What you don't want then, if I show you the listing on watch count again, So 84 watches, and it had over 150 sales. So as long as that sold number is higher than the watch number, then that's good evidence then that people are actually buying that product. Because when you start doing a lot of product research, you'll soon see that some products have loads and loads of watches, but not actually that many sales. And we want actual evidence then that people are committing and spending money on this product. And then the third and final way I'll show you guys to see if a product is selling well or not, it's on Facebook. So the internet's going really slow tonight. I don't know why. So it really is as simple as just searching in here. Let's just put unicorn. So let's just put unicorn plush toy. My computer keeps freezing. So as we can see, then there's loads of different things popping up. In fact, if we filter by photos, that should give us an overview then. Not photos, posts. That should give us an overview of the engagement as well. So if we just have a quick scroll through, what we want is we want to try and find the post then with the most engagement. And as we can see then, so 2,500 comments, over 2,000 shares. This is a really popular post. Obviously, a lot of money is going into this. Otherwise, no one spends money on things that doesn't work. So if there's loads and loads of views and shares and engagements like this, then that's a great sign that the product is doing well. So again, it's more evidence then that it's a best-selling, it's a winning product essentially. Another thing that you want to do as well, if you want actual more evidence, then if you actually open up the comments, you want to find people commenting that they're actually buying it. So these guys seem to be spamming themselves, telling people where to buy it. I'm so getting this for an ARAS. So again, that's kind of like intent there. It shows you that people are interested and want to buy it. For Chloe and Nova, Hera needs this. Trinity needs one. So as you can see, people are absolutely loving this toy. Now, if you keep scrolling, if an ad's been around long enough, then you should eventually find people commenting saying they've ordered one and received it and given their review. What I found on my ads, once they've started running for about a month and people had started receiving their orders, people would actually come back to the actual post and leave a review on there, which is a great thing. But I'm not going to waste your time scrolling through all the comments. You know what to do. And if you're still watching the video, actually, then I really do appreciate it. Not many people actually watch these videos all the way to the end. So if you are enjoying the video, thank you very much. And please do leave a like. So hopefully then you guys get the gist then of what I was trying to do on this particular method. If you just search VIP link, it's going to give you all of these product listings and essentially winners, because they wouldn't be set up and customized otherwise. Now, another thing to show you guys is, you might be thinking, yeah, that's all well and good for the listings that actually show you what the product is, but for the listings that don't show you what the product is, so these top four, then the most popular four, they don't actually tell you what the product is. However, there are a couple of things then that we can do to actually find out exactly what these products are. So if we just take this first one as an example, now guys, if there's been like weird audio moments or things have cut out in the video, then I do apologize. For whatever reason, my computer's going really slow and I've been watching some of the footage back and it seems to cut out. So if there is, make sure you let me know down below in the comment section. So anyway, I've just opened up the number one product listing and there's actual product images for this, which is weird. That's not usual. Now, no idea what this is actually. Cone eye scraper set of 4. So bad example. Let's actually have a look at the next one along. So I won't try and pronounce that. Now, there are some details here which might come in handy in a second. So as you can see, there's a range of colors and there's a height. If we scroll down, so we've got VIP link for old customer plush toy. And if we have a look at the details, we've got plush elephant. Any other details that might help us out. So we've got plush elephant. What we can actually do now is if we actually open up the supplier, so they've been in business over 5 years, which is a great sign. That's pretty long actually for an AliExpress supplier. Let's open up all their products and let's filter them by orders. Now what we're going to do is The fact that this product listing is near the top, the chances are if it's a popular product, then it's one of their best selling, and it's going to be one of these then with loads of orders. Now, if we go back to the original product listing, if we have a look at the top, we can see there was two different height options, so 40 and 60 centimeters, and there was all these different color options. Plus, I think it even said plush elephant. It did. So straight away, already then we know exactly what product it is. Just looking at these, if we look at the elephants, it even says it in a description. 40 to 60 centimeters, so we know for a fact it's this product. So straight away, within a couple of minutes, we've found a guaranteed winning product. And as you can see, there's a price discount, so that's purely why these links are set up then, because obviously somebody is buying this particular product in quite high volumes and they want a discount, which is fair enough. And as you can see, there's over £1 discount per unit. So if somebody's buying, say, even if it's only 20 units a day, then that's like nearly 30 quid like on extra on their bottom line every single day, which soon adds up. So that's product research method number 2. There was kind of 2 in 1 there, so I guess that's kind of 3 in total. Guys, if you're still watching the video, then thank you very much. I really do appreciate the people who watch the videos all the way throughout. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. If you're still watching, then the chances are you are. All I ask then is that you hit that like button. So that being said, I'm going to wrap that up for method number 2. Moving on to method number 3, it's going to be a pretty quick one just because I'm getting conscious of the length of this video. If you haven't already heard of wish.com, then I seriously suggest you check it out, because essentially what it is pretty much a copy of AliExpress almost, and you're buying these products from Wish, and then Wish are essentially a middleman, and they have all these different factories and products in China. Then we buy the product from Wish and they ship it to us. If I find you some extra details just to show you guys their shipping details, where are we going? Help and FAQ. So shipping and delivery. So orders are typically shipped within 1 to 2 days, but shipping times vary based on the individual store and destination. So basically depending on what supplier you're buying it from. And what's great about Wish is that you can pretty much find every single product on here on AliExpress, and they tell you straight away what the popular ones are, the blitz buys, which ones you can source a lot quicker. So I've done a video on items you can source and dropship from AliExpress as well within a few days. And these will typically be products then that are closer to your local country. So if you're in the UK, these products then might be located in, say, France, Spain, or Germany. And you can actually filter as well by the niche as well. So if you're in the sports and outdoors niche, it's going to show you all the popular products. Now you can actually sell lasers on Facebook, so make sure you know what you can and can't sell. But what's great as well is it tells you the order numbers as well. So these binoculars, then over 20,000 orders, which is absolutely huge, over 1,000 of them, etc, etc. So hopefully you guys get the gist of what I'm doing there. Like I said, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you have a quick look at Wish. It's a great place, like a starting place to just get ideas for certain products. You do need an account though to actually look at the products, so just give them your email address or whatever it is they ask for. Now, that being said, I'm going to wrap the video up there. I think I've been talking on for ages and ages. I'm not quite sure how much of this video is actually going to come out either, just because, like I mentioned earlier, there's been certain points cutting out. It's been so frustrating. It's taken me, I think I started recording this at about 8 o'clock and it's now gone past 10. So as you can see, a lot of time has gone into this video. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully you're still watching. If you are, thank you very much. And I'll see you all in the next one.